Hi, good evening.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, IPP Manoj.
Hi, Manoj. How are you doing?
Hello. Good evening. Almost late evening for you, Dr. Alex, President-elect.
I know it's 10:30. I didn't realize Arun's gonna join this, so he's like, "We have something," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll join."
Wonderful. How are you, Dinakar? All good?
Good.
This is a very good
I'm
initiative.
just setting my sound system.
Oh, okay, great. I may have to drop in, say at 9 or something, but you continue.
Okay.
Hey,
Hello,
Vivek.
good evening, Vivek.
Hi Manoj, hi Dinakar.
Hi. How are you?
Doing well.
Hello, Professor Ajit.
Hi Ajit.
You.
Hello, Retired Ajit. Good evening.
Hi, good evening to you. Nice to see you.
I know. Hi.
After a long time.
Namaskar, Sahib.
Hi Manoj, hi Vivek, hi Dinakar. Manoj is looking very young.
Not younger than you, sir.
No.
IPP Manoj looks good.
Yeah.
Thank you, President. Thank you.
Oh, she's this year's president, huh?
She is this year's president for
Yes.
her club in Philippines. She is in
Wow.
Philippines.
I know. I've attended her course.
Yeah. Namaskar, Ramesh sir.
Namaskar everyone.
Hi Ramesh.
Hello,
Hi Sachin.
hi.
Hi, Sachin. Nice to see you.
Hi Manoj.
I like the background.
Yeah. Sachin is a shocking man.
Good one.
Yes, indeed. I am a ballroom dancer and DJ by hobby.
Okay. Good.
So today you will make everybody to dance to your tunes.
That you have to ask his wife. Who makes who dance?
No, there it is reverse. He dances to her tunes.
Okay, I think it's 8 o'clock. Do we start or wait for a couple of minutes?
We'll start discussing some topic. Because
Yeah,
those who
sure.
come in time, no? Those who come in time, why something we can discuss.
Sure, of course.
Like post-pandemic, what is the impact on most of the country? I mean, companies. In Philippines, what is it, Dr. Alex?
Okay, so in the Philippines, of course, people are adjusting to the next normal. And so we have started already meeting like in person, face to face. With my startup, I have actually EdTech and FinTech. And so with the EdTech one, what we did was we had to create content and so that we could get B2B with the government in terms of reading and stuff like that. So I think we are okay in that space.
Very good.
Other companies are pivoting as well. So it's a matter of how fast you move. So that is what we are doing in the Philippines right now.
Good. Since some people are yet to come, I will tell my views. See, we all have come empty-handed. Khali aata aaye hum, khali haath jayenge. So what I feel is, ups and downs will come. And
Yes, of course.
every so-called down is a night in our life where we need to develop new things rather than, like, see, night comes, you go to sleep, you relax. You are getting prepared for the next day. So every time a night comes, we make a big issue out of it. But every 7 years, the world is going to give you some tsunami, some WTC down. Something is going to happen every 7 years as per nature. So if I can accept the reality, every day is a beginning.
15 January.
Every day is a beginning.
I
Dinakar,
agree.
Dinakar,
Yeah,
do you
very
see?
true what you say. Every day is a new day. Every day you are born again.
Yeah. So, if you take it that way, there is no problem at all any day.
Yeah, that's true. So by the time the others join, let me just share the screen and then show the
Please.
agenda, whatever we had
Please.
I had circulated. So in terms of the topic, the first is that, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we can.
Yeah, so first was a short introduction from my side, and after that, Manoj will introduce SIT.
There,
And since it is being recorded, later anybody can watch. It's not a problem. So Manoj can introduce it, and after that, if
8:50
anybody new has joined, then
8:50.
we can have a short introduction for them.
8:50.
Yeah, I think those who are not active, please mute would be really nice. And then after that, there are some hints to startups from Avinash. He's supposed to be joining. So he is the CEO of a company called as Vyoda. And after that, we got 4 startup pitches planned today. From Porsche, I think, I don't know whether Arun will join or Dr. Alex, you are going to be presenting.
Arun is here. Arun
Arun is
here,
already there,
actually.
okay.
Yes,
Then we have
of
got
course. He will
Rushi
be
from
presenting.
iFuel already there. Tunes and Texcopy Purnima is already there. And after that, we can have some open discussion and concluding remarks by Ramesh. And finally, National Anthem, which I will play on the Zoom call. So with that very brief introduction, before I hand over to Manoj, I want to use this opportunity to tell what I do. I've been in the space of improving performance. And what we have been doing is implementing what is called as doHow Smart Lean Performance System. It is a comprehensive system starting from strategy, from the stakeholder expectations to fulfilling the stakeholder expectations through various elements in a company. And this is accompanied by a app which I have developed in Zoho Creator, which is mainly used for getting people to practice whatever that is trained or whatever that is explained, so that the actual end outcomes get really realized. That is what we do. And I also want to say that after having joined SIT Group, I want to talk about my success. First thing is we have got a couple of assignments because of SIT Group. So thanks a lot for that. Wherever I had spoken here and somebody referred me, so we got some referrals. So it was really thanks a lot for that. And the second thing is I had a discussion with Sharad Heda, one of the senior mentors in our group. And his discussion possibly was one of the best I had in the last 10 years as an entrepreneur. It was very, very enriching. And as an outcome, I tweaked a bit about our marketing approach. How do we go to pitch what we do to a customer by using a questionnaire, which I had almost developed, but then his discussion made me realize what needs to be done there. And with that change, what I have done, we have been able to very fast move very quickly and very effectively with 2 large companies, large multinational companies, which is what I want to thank SIT team for that. It's been a very, what should I say, honor, Manoj, for having given me this opportunity and having given me the opportunity to talk to Sharad. That was really a big game changer for me. So thank you so much. And I still have the next meeting with Sharad next week. And after that, in the SIT group, I'll post the story, what the success story was. Thanks so much. And over to Manoj for talking about the SIT background and a very brief presentation on SIT. Manoj, would you like to take over?
Can I share the screen? I think.
Yeah, please go on.
Okay.
You can share the screen. Is it working for you?
Just a second.
And also, please note that this is being recorded so that later we can use it as a reference. Yeah, super.
Okay, thank you so much, Dinakar. I think your testimonials, your words of wisdom mean a lot. So thank you so much. It's so nice to see oxytocin rise, as one of the videos in Simon Sinek said. This morning, I got it from Amarchandji Randhar, who has been again a great inspiration. And Simon Sinek says that when you try to help someone, your oxytocin level certainly rises, but so it happens also for the other person who seeks the help or who gets the help. And also it so happens for the person who is observing you giving that help to someone else. So all the three people in that particular bargain are getting that benefit of rising oxytocin levels, which are useful for people like you and me because they keep your health intact. And I'm sure Rajiv ji will agree with this kind of particular thing because he does this every single day in his life, according to me. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, very good evening and late evening for people joining from Philippines, the President, Dr. Alex, and I don't know if there are other people outside the country, but it gives me great pleasure to take few minutes of yours to just refresh ourselves as to what we are doing here in the Startup Ignition team. Some thoughts, some ideas. This has been the presentation which I have been doing for the last 7 years now. It is the same presentation, I just keep changing the dates. So the vision is to be a one-stop solution provider to startup aspirants from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 towns. And I think we have been doing that very, very well. The group was formed on 22nd January 2016. And today, I think it's been about 7 years or so. We completed the 7th anniversary recently. And we have more than 930 people now in this group, which is mainly a networking group. That's the primary goal. But in addition to that, we have been sharing best practices, success stories. I think Dinakar very rightly talked about it, that he will share a little later his success story. And many of our SITians or SITers, whatever you call it, have already started putting it on a link. Thanks to one of our very active volunteer, we call her Yes Panchi from Chennai, who has already put up that link, and there are success stories being posted on that link. So we're just trying to collate them together. We also share challenges, we seek help, and more important is all the information on this particular platform is related to startup, investment, opportunity, and business growth. Having said that, we have 4 focus pillars in the SIT group or SIT group, which are collective wisdom, best practices and case studies, networking. So around these 4, we have been always trying to be balanced. I'm sure, friends, all of you would agree that knowledge capital is supreme. That's probably the reason they say knowledge is power. So under this particular pillar of collective wisdom, we are using digital medium to collate wisdom. We are also trying to put a structured mechanism to it. One of our lead anchor, Mr. Ramesh, who's trying to help us doing this. We have Mr. MRM, who is also helping us to put together a mentee-mentor template in place, or kind of collective in place, which will help us to collate all this wisdom. We all have a collective aim for providing service and necessarily problem solving to gain experience, right? If each one of us get an opportunity to solve a problem, not just that the person who cites the problem gets benefited, but also the person who is resolving that problem gains experience. And we have been very, very focused on looking for opportunities of academy industry interface. So in a nutshell, we are all aiming for growth through service. When we talk about best practices and case studies, I think it's very important for all of us to realize that we should very consciously leverage evangelism. Because each one of us, we have our own unique style, and we should really savor that, relish that. And in a way, we are trying to create a repository. A team extensively is working on creating a website. Thanks to Rohit for doing that. And of course, we are working on creating stories. Dr. Nina is working on it, creating brand image, case studies. Ultimately, as a collective, our vision is to be the first choice for the industry. Networking, that's I think one of the most important pillar of this group. We all realize that there is a huge scope to utilize our network. Jokingly, I always say that probably SIT group is able to give you solutions within 10 minutes, which even Google cannot give. So we all are aligning all the available talent needs and ensuring that we enhance the productivity. Using best from various countries. We have people not just from India, but also from outside India in this group. So we are able to also use the various countries, ultimately for upliftment of talent. So innovation is the key. And last but not the least, target-based working. Anything that is being worked, if we don't have a target, I don't think we are able to sustain it. So we have decided to work in smaller groups for each of the target. As we move forward, I'm sure you will get to see on the group, on the main group, there is a separate Rasoi group. Rasoi is the Hindi word for kitchen. So kitchen is where things get cooked or things get prepared. So there is a separate Rasoi group which has about 40 people, which is working on defining these smaller groups. And so that as a team, maybe we are 930, at some point of time will become 1,000 people. At least about 250 people out of this SIT group should necessarily realize that, yes, they got some benefit out of SIT. That's our vision, that's our aim. So we want to take smaller targets and monitor them. We want to utilize the resources within the group. That's what you all see happening. We all see happening every single day. And certainly emulate smaller success stories. So necessarily we want to measure success so that we can celebrate it. So I'll pause here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Manoj. It was very interesting and very inspiring. Now, before we call Avinash to speak about his experience and wisdom on a startup, let me ask the other SIT members to introduce yourself. If anybody new has joined here, anybody would like to introduce yourself? Sachin, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Sachin. So I am a Silicon Valley based IT leader specialized into software quality assurance in the industry last 22 years. I moved to United States 17 years ago and became American citizen. But last year, my father got some medical emergency, so I decided to move back 6 months ago. And since then, I am in India and decided to be close with parents to take care of their health. And in the journey to start my fresh career back home in India, that's where I stand.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Thank you very much. Anybody else wants to introduce yourselves? Yeah, Vinayak, please go on.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Vinayak. I am based out of Bangalore. And I am a CRM consultant. I've been doing CRM for the past 26 years now. And I have handled some very, very large programs in India and globally. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's a much, much better group than most groups I've attended. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Anybody else? Sachin, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just joined this group one day before, but the quality what I saw, I posted one post and I got like 4 or 5 replies who are willing to help me. I think this is the best group I ever been to.
Thank you so much. Venki, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, this is my first time on this meeting, so I guess that makes me a newcomer. So introduce myself quickly. In the IT industry since 1993 or something. First e-commerce in 1997. Started using the internet for fun. Had a long career in countries, and I'm also a life and leadership coach by passion. I'm winding up one startup because didn't get funding, and launching another one, a project pretty soon, which will have several international firsts in the space of personal development. For example, for the first time in India, we'll be launching something in Hindi and English, followed by some other Indian languages as well, so that people can develop themselves at a ridiculously low cost. So the goal is to create social impact, not necessarily earn a lot of revenue. So that's the impact. and also trying to help the SIT team to put their digital platform together online. So I've been giving some ideas here and there. So that's about me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Venki. Nina, would you like to introduce yourself?
I know I don't want to introduce myself, but I'm feeling a little unwell today, and I don't think I can sit through the meeting. But I have a request for all the 25 members, 24 members here. We are running SIT as a maiden venture is organizing a 24-hour non-stop storytelling session. And this is, there are going to be 195 countries, 195 stories, and the proceeds of which we are going to give to Turkey. We have tied up with Rotary and SIT and of course Ace Innovation. I request each and every one of you to help us raise some funds. It may be a small amount, it may be a big amount, whatever it is. If all 25, we need to begin somewhere. We just have 10 days. It would be lovely if we start at least tomorrow. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Anyone else wants to introduce yourself? Okay, so then thanks a lot for that small introduction. Let me now introduce Avinash. I've known Avinash for almost now 25 years. He was my colleague in Bosch when we were working together. He was in the quality department, and earlier to that, he was in sales, multiple roles he performed in Bosch. And then he left Bosch to join a startup. This startup, before that, he was the kind of a secretariat or coordinator in NASSCOM. So he got multiple experience and then worked in various areas, then joined this startup, a very interesting company where they are making submersible reciprocating solar-driven pumps for agriculture. It's like pumping water almost free of cost in terms of the recurring revenue. And what is very unique about Avinash is his composure and persistence, because this particular startup is now almost 5 years old. So he's been working with the government agencies to get the approvals, to get the sanctions, etc. And the perseverance is something which I felt really outstanding in Avinash, not giving up, continuing to on the same path which you chose, despite so many barriers and so many hurdles. And that really made me believe that Avinash should be the right person to talk to us about the startup journey and what are the hurdles up and down, having also worked in the corporate and also in a kind of a trade body, which is NASSCOM. So with that brief introduction, Avinash, over to you. If I have missed out anything, please add on to my introduction and then continue your wisdom. Please share your wisdom on startup and what would you tell all the participants here? Over to you, Avinash.
Thanks, Dinakar. No, you did not miss anything. The only difference is we are almost 6 years old in this startup, not 5 years. So we are 1 year older now. So as Dinakar said, we work on a technology called as a positive displacement piston pump driven by solar. What we proudly say is you don't find this technology even in Google. So maybe somebody is saying we are faster than Google. So in this case, you don't even find this on Google. So that is what we are proud of, number one. Number two, we are not a startup from the software side. We are a hardcore mechanical, electronics and software combined together startup where we have major mechanical components there and electronics, and we also have software which is going to drive the whole system. So we are, I would say, a different startup because, as Dinakar said, perseverance is what we took here. 6 years is very long time for a startup. So to tell our journey, when we started this, we started only the concept. That means a piston pump. Why we started is because we all know centrifugal pump, which is like 120 years old, running fine, absolutely no problem. So why should you come with a new technology? So since the centrifugal pump was a force fit for a solar application, because as you know, solar is not constant power, it has variable power from morning till evening. Centrifugal pump was a force-fed and centrifugal pump is designed for a constant power. So therefore, we designed a pump which runs at very low power and also runs at a high power with a constant efficiency. So efficiency was our whole mantra for our startup. So in this case, we had a concept 6 years back. We had a concept of making a solar pump with positive displacement. To give an analogy, it is like your hand pump, which we see in a lot of our rural areas where we have a hand pump. So hand pump is connected to a motor. So that is what I would say in a layman language. So when we started this journey, we had a problem at each and every stage and each and every component, I would say. So when we built the whole system, we were very happy because we just assembled the system. We did not know that the system is going to run. So we connected the system, ran the turn-on system, boom, the electronics failed. So the system did not even run for a single minute. That is where we started. From then, the system started running for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then we had another failure. So we kept on having the failures as we progressed our thing. And I'll come to the last one now. So we are at a stage now where the systems are running from last 3 years in the field without any problem. So that is where I would say from 0 minute to 3 years and still continue there is where we are there. But was it a smooth journey? Of course, as all startup, it was not a smooth journey for us. And we had challenges every stages. So for example, we had problem in sealing. So we went to the best seal manufacturer in the world. We said that we have a problem like this. They said, oh, this is a new application. We are reading for the first time. So what do we do? So they did not have an answer. So we worked with them, understood with them. So we did some 10, 15 iteration on the sealing itself. So finally we came to a solution. So every component had an issue, I would say from top to bottom, from toe to head. We had an issue for every component. We had a failures. We had failure in the jig. We also, so there comes the Bosch experience. So Bosch always taught us, don't go to the field before you do the internal reliability study. So we did a lot of reliability study. So it did not work for a minute, it worked for 10 minutes, then it started working for 15 minutes. Then there was some failure of internal components. So thanks to Corona for us, in fact, I'm using this word thanks to Corona because that time we completely used to run our reliability test. So almost like a year and a half, we ran our system to run only reliability. So we incurred a lot of failures. And then we installed by Corona, and then our systems are running. So that we are. So I would say the lessons learned from our experience is, one is be patient, and you will not get a straight answer. Assuming you go to an expert and you ask him, they will be the expert in this field domain. They will not have the answer for all your questions. So you have to work with them. And there may be few of our team members came with a solution which nobody could give to experts in the world. So they said, why don't you do it like this? So our team members will definitely have a lot of suggestions. So we should not ignore. I'm maybe using all this jargons which is available in the lot of social media or in the open domain. But these are the only things which has helped us a lot to be successful now. And we also got an order from government of Rajasthan, which we are deploying some 20 systems in Rajasthan, where they want to see our performance and give us a larger order going forward. So we had, as I said, the issues were there. And one key aspect is we did not go overboard. That means both in terms of in the problems as well as in the terms of money also. We tried to solve one problem at a time, focused it, solved it, and then went to the next one. And there's also obvious thing. Once you solve the first problem, the next problem will always arise, the Pareto analysis. No? You solve the top one, the next one will be the top problem. But we did not, in spite of having a very thin team, we were completely focused on one problem at a time, solved the problem, and went to the next problem. So this was a great lesson what as a team we learned. And we also had that this guy is only specialized in this one. So we had like multitasking, so multi-expertise, not with electronics, we will only do electronics, we not do mechanical. We had this expertise, so tomorrow if he goes to a field, there could be a mechanical problem also. It not be electronics problem, it could be software problem. So we trained people so that they can do at least basic on the other domain and of course they can be specialized in their domain. This is another thing what we did. So I would say this is what we have done now.
Okay, so thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Avinash. Most important, your perseverance and the, I think last time when we had the sit get together, there was one old gentleman said that his coach taught him not to run fast, but to get up and run again. No, that's the key where you could solve the problem and again continue. Before we conclude, any questions from anybody? Anybody wants to comment anything? Any question? Feel free, please.
Avinash, did you have the money backup which helped you to sustain? Because most of them, I don't think they would have continued for so many years if the backing is not there.
Yeah, fortunately, yes, we had the backing from the bigger group because NR Group is the, I would say, the founder of this company. So Cycle Pure Agarbatti. So we had that backing. And we should also thank them because they also had this belief in this technology that this is going to be successful. Because I've been always telling to my group directors, if I would have been you, I would have pulled the plug because their perseverance was there always that this product would be successful and we should make this product successful and we should bring the differentiate to the market. Not, we don't want to be one of the pump manufacturers. We wanted to be a different pump manufacturer, and they had this conviction to make the product successful. I would say hats off to them for this one.
Yeah, anybody else have any question, comment? Okay, so thanks a lot, Avinash. And then Sachin, you want to know, somebody is giving you a clap. So Avinash, I'll also introduce you to the members here in the group. Maybe some of them could possibly be of use to you in terms of either a customer or a supplier.
Okay. Yeah, it's always. So I see NASCOM is what I learned in NASCOM. The more people you meet, you will get more enriched and your intelligence will increase.
Yeah, and you can also become member of our SIT group. That will be the great thing. So that you can also get into this community in whatever way you can share your wisdom.
Okay.
Avinash, question. Sachin here. Can I ask the question?
Yeah, please go on. Please go on, Sachin.
Yeah. So if any farmer want to buy or purchase your pump, how should they approach or what should they do?
Yeah. See, there are two ways, Sachin. One is we can directly sell to them. And unfortunately, government of Karnataka is not promoting this because there is a subsidy from the central government. So where it's total, the farmer gets up to 60% subsidy on this one. So the state government provides 30%, central government 30%. The farmer has to pay only 40% of it. Unfortunately, Karnataka government is not pushing this. And other state governments like Rajasthan is doing like 50,000, Maharashtra is doing like 100,000. So Chhattisgarh is doing 20,000. So they are all big way they are doing it. In Karnataka, most of the farmers who have bought from where we have installed, they paid the full money and bought from us.
Yeah, so I am from Maharashtra, so just wanted to get some idea how much a farmer has to do to buy the pump.
So, for example, if I give an analogy, a 7.5 horsepower pump will cost you somewhere around 3.8 lakhs because each set has a different price, approximately between 3.7 to 3.8 lakhs. So, 40% of it is like 1.2 lakhs you have to pay from your pocket, and then the remaining is being given by the government of. So, what happens is there's tender there, so you have to pay to a respective nodal agency. I don't know which is a nodal agency in Maharashtra. So you have to go and talk to a nodal agency in Maharashtra in your district region. You have to deposit your money, then they will allocate the vendor whoever it is there. But currently we are not empaneled in Maharashtra. We are empaneled only in Rajasthan right now.
Okay.
But
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Now we get on to the pitch deck presentations. First is Arushi there? Arushi, are you there?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, Arushi, can you please share your screen and then start with your iFuel presentation?
Yes.
For all the pitch decks, my request is please make your presentation in about 6 minutes. And after that, we can have about 4 minutes Q&A and then we can conclude. And the main objective today is to get you an opportunity to present your pitch deck to some of the experts, which would then give you the opportunity to connect with them and they can also connect with you. So it's a mutual win-win opportunity. And we are not really deciding on any funding or deciding on any mentoring in this meeting, if I am correct. Manoj, please correct me if I am wrong, or Ramesh. Our objective is mainly to get the two together in this meeting, and later offline, you would really discuss about further mentoring or funding or whatever it is. Am I correct, Manoj?
Yes, you are right. That's correct.
Okay, thanks so much. Thank you. Yeah, Arushi, please go on.
So hi everyone, thank you so much SIT Group for giving me this opportunity today. So I am Arushi Gupta, the co-founder of iFeel Private Limited. So the startup basically was incorporated in 2020, which basically deals in the doorstep fuel delivery services to the end customer. So the company has now crossed the turnover of 15 plus crore for this financial year, and we have already delivered 80 lakh plus liter of oil of diesel to our customers. We are currently operational in Uttarakhand region, where we deliver oil diesel to the end customer in 25 different locations. Along with this, we have also provided employment to 30 people in the state. So this is the small glimpse of the model that we work on. So basically the idea was floated back in 2017, where the then petroleum minister floated the idea of e-commerce of doorstep fuel delivery. So after that, there were various notifications which was passed and various amendment mails in the different PESO rules and petroleum rules to make this model possible. So basically we deal in three models. Firstly, this is the Bowser model, which is the model of 6,000 liter capacity, where we deliver the oil to the big construction site, industrial areas, and the hospitals. So this model basically deals in the B2B model. The next model that we have is the mini pump, which is highly automated fuel tank of 2,000 liter capacity, having the e-lock facility and having the dispensing unit, so which ensures the quality and the quantity of the diesel that we provide, and also at the nominal prices of the area which is in which we are delivering. So this is the smallest model in which we serve. This is the 20 liter jerry can, which serves at the doorstep of the people. So this is basically deals to the B2C customers. The end customer here is the B2C model that we follow here. So since we have bootstrapped till now, and we have a lot of business in our territory right now, so we are looking for an investment to expand ourselves. So we are looking for investment of 7 crore right now. So the market size that we right now we have is in the pipeline is Uttarakhand Transport Corporation, wherein which we have been given a tender to manage the diesel supply management of the fleet buses that are run on the Uttarakhand Transport Corporation. Along with that, we have signed a MOU to tie up with 3,000 mechanics in entire Uttarakhand. We have collaborated with them to provide the RSA services along with the fuel delivery services to the customer that they already have. Along with that, we are in talks with various delivery partner, online food delivery partners, which will in which we will be helping to managing their fleet in which they serve to the food delivery. So these are the few numbers which shows the market size that we want to cover. So basically, these are the number of buses that already exist in the Uttarakhand Transport Corporation. These are 423 buses, and the estimated revenue, the estimated turnover that we might cross after getting this tender will be 300 crores. So already we have invested bootstrapped 3 crores from ourselves, and as I told you earlier also, I'm looking for 7 crore of funding. So these are the allocation of the funds that we are looking for. So we will be subletting these funds into 4 crores in managing the existing fleet that we have, the existing fixed assets that we have, in terms of fabricating them, branding and co-branding them. Then 1 crore of funds will be utilized in business acquisition cost for, like I said, that we will be collaborating with different RSA services and food delivery partners. So most of the expenses will be held in that. Then the major chunk that we are missing right now is the digital marketing, that our presence is very much lagged and we are not anywhere on social media. So we are planning to spend a small amount in the digital marketing and rest in operations and working capital. So these will be the sources of revenue post the investment. So the franchisee model that we are already running is 25 right now, but we are about to close 1,000 franchisee from center and eastern states of India, which will be 1,000 franchisees. And then the UTC project that, as I've already told, and the mechanics that we have tied up, the 3,000 mechanics, and the website portal, we will be developing a dashboard for all the existing petrol pumps and the potential petrol pumps, and we will be collaborating them to buy and sell. So we are planning to develop a website portal for the same, on which we will be working on a subscription model. So that's all from my side.
So thank you so much, Arushi. Any questions from anyone or comments to what Arushi presented?
Arushi, this is Sachin here.
Yes, please.
I think I have seen this service back home in Silicon Valley, California, and this has really great potential. Just wanted to give you a kudos, and I think this is very useful for a crowded metro cities, I believe so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Arushi, I have a question. What is the primary problem that you're solving with this startup?
So, sir, as of now, we are solving the problem in Uttarakhand, wherein which there is no petrol and diesel services at 50 kilometers of stretch, and also where the petrol services exist, they are sold at very high rates, and the quality and quantity is not assured because they have been sold in the drums and not in a dispensing. They're not given it from the dispensing unit. For example, if we talk about the Chardham Yatra that is going to start in the next month. So as of now, we are targeting solving that problem. And if you talk about the metro cities, so as you know, in today's scenario, in today's time, people want comfort. So we will be solving the problem of saving time of the people of standing in long queues of petrol pump and getting ready probably 30 minutes earlier of their time just to get their vehicles fueled. Along with that, we are assuring the quantity and price of the delivery that we are making.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else have any comment or question to Arushi?
So basically, your target will be the rural areas which are not represented with petrol pumps and have to travel far distances.
No, sir. So the target market is both rural and urban areas, especially the metropolitan cities.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Arushi.
Thank you.
Now let's go on to Arun Portia. Would you like to please share your screen and then make the presentation? And of course, Dr. Alex Rice is also there from Portia. Maybe both of you can introduce yourself and then make the presentation.
Sure. Yes. Thank you so much, Dinakar.
There.
Okay. So let me know when my screen is visible.
We can see it now. Go ahead,
Okay.
Arun.
Thank you so much for giving the time and taking out the time to attending the pitching sessions for all the 4 startups. I'm Arun Chaube. I'm the founder of Portia, and let me give you a brief about what we are trying to build with Portia and how we help companies scale without breaking their banks. Now, everybody knows the same story about building a company, and as Shark Tank is now widely famous in India, so I'm taking an example out of it. So Vineet here is the founder of Atypical Advantage. Now he had this idea for starting Atypical Advantage, where he can help other disabled people and get them job opportunities. So he built an MVP and he got some product market fit. He started getting some traction, and when it came time to scale, there were too many upfront expenses, because as it was a tech first platform, so they had to use a lot of tools. Now this is basically periodic table of all the tools used by companies. So as companies start growing and scaling, they use a lot of SaaS tools and infrastructure services or cloud capacity to manage their operations daily. This might include payment gateways, something for invoice management, something for conversational support, SEO, idea management, marketing and analytics. The list goes on and on. So we all can agree with Vineet, right? That not all startups have the luxury to allocate lump sum capitals for annual subscriptions upfront, which basically affects their cash flow. So our mission with Portia is to help companies scale efficiently. Now, how do we achieve this mission is basically we provide expense financing for all the tools, infrastructure services, and cloud capacity that a company is using. So basically, they can get benefits of both the world, like upfront discounts on all the tools that they are using, and also the ability to pay us back in smaller manageable payments, so they can hold on to their cash reserves and scale efficiently. Now, how it really works is basically companies sign up on the platform. They just sync their data, their accounting software, their bank statements, and we provide them with a capital limit through our underwriting engine. And they can check from the portal itself for the upcoming vendor payments and pay directly to the vendor. So in the back end, Portia pays directly to the vendor, and the companies can select in the term of installments that they are going to pay us back. So as everybody is, in some form or way associated with the startup, so we all know the value proposition for founders is very clear. So basically, as they can hold on to their cash reserves, they can accelerate their growth by increasing their runway, and this also helps in reducing their dilution. They also get savings on every SaaS tool that they are using, which and all these comes at no personal guarantee, and there is no hidden cost involved. Now, when we look at the revenue model for Portia, so we charge a percentage fee of the loan principal that we are providing. Now, the fees that we charge is typically lower than the discounts what companies get. So they can benefit the pocket difference between the, whatever the discounts they are getting and the transaction fees that we take. Now, this basically shows the market. So when we look at the expenses of a startup, so as you can see, even when they start till they scale, most of their spending is going towards the software, servers, and ads. Okay, so when we look at the customer segment for Portia, so our ideal customer is a high growth tech enabled startup, which is at Series A or post Series A stage. So currently there are more than 50,000 startups in India, out of which 9,000 are tech first companies. And basically the niche that we are focused on is 2,000 startups, which are beyond post seed stage. Now, the market opportunity is currently we are looking at 500 plus Series A startups to target. So an average expense for Series A startup in India is around 4 crores. And basically this makes the lending line for Portia around 2,000 crores. So our user acquisition channels are pretty simple. So we don't really go door to door to founders. We partner up with startup enablers, accelerators, angels, and VCs. So we know these people are connected with growth stage companies. So we just get warm intros from VCs and these companies. So it's easier to close deals. Now, when we look at the competitive landscape for Portia, so you might be aware of recurring revenue-based financing. So that is a different part of the lending game. So there are a lot of companies that are doing it right now. There is Ricker, there is BridgeUp, Lighter Capital, Pipe, Wit, Founder Path, CapChase, you can name it, there are plenty of it. So how we really differentiate from all these competitors is basically the whole working model. So with Recker or BridgeUp, when you look at it, they provide the capital limit for the recurring revenue that a company is generating. And it's completely based on the contracts or the number of customers that are going to pay this company. And with Portia, it is really different. We don't really look at the recurring revenue which a company is generating. Basically, why we really focus on Series A companies, there these companies have achieved product market fit, and they are just focused on scaling. That is where they start automating all the manual operations that they had early on. And over time, they start using 30, 40 tools, and most of their capital goes into cloud spending. So, and a part of it is most Series A companies, they already raise capital from VCs. So the risk is reduced directly. So the direct competitor that we have right now is Ginger, and basically they recently started 6 months back, and they are based in New York. Now, coming back to the founding team includes me, Alex, Ankur, Sheetal, Nitesh, and Yash. Now, I'll take the bottoms top approach to introducing everyone. So Yash has worked with Finance Peer and a lot of startups. So he has an ability to bring lending line for Portia. He has done integrations with various banks from IDFC to NBFCs like Avance. And Nitesh, introducing Nitesh, he has previously worked with Rise Mumbai, which was an incubator set up by Barclays. And then he worked with Startup Receive, where he led FinTech OI. So he has good connections in VC ecosystem and with startup founders. So he looks after the partnerships. Sheetal here, she previously worked with a CA firm where she used to underwrite the companies to avail loans from banks. So she looks after the underwriting, the finance and community engagement. Ankur, he is the CTO, and he has more than a decade of experience in building products, and he's the right guy to build the product for us. And introducing Alex, so she has been twice founder. She is an Harvard alumni, and basically she has been an educator for the past 2 decades, and she's amazing. That's all. And me, so I have previously worked on building UPI for Globe. So we partnered up with PayBuy in UAE. We were focusing on cross-border payments for UAE to India, and we did our POC. And right now, you might have heard about NPCI enabled UPI payments for India to Singapore. So the similar thing which we were building, that was going on. And we learned about the same thing that NPCI was doing. So that's where we pivoted to our different business model. So right now we are raising 500,000 USD. So this is a equity financing to finish our product development and release a beta version. We already have users and VCs who are providing us with the beta list. And basically this is to build the LOS and LMS part of it. LOS is loan origination system and LMS is loan management system. And basically we also have started talking to banks and NBFCs for the lending line for Portia. So we plan to raise the next round in 6 to 8 months for faster growth. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Arun. It was really very interesting. Any questions to Arun or any comments from anybody? Okay, so there is no comment and no questions. I have a question. We should not leave a pitch deck without a question. Now, Arun, if you look at it, what way would you be different than any of the financing that would happen in the market? Because there again, it would be something similar, isn't it? What way would it be different?
Yes.
Are you doing without collateral, or is it that you work without any assurances? What way is it different? What way will somebody benefit?
Yeah, so basically we don't really take collaterals or any other sort of basically in lending, we really focus on the strong underwriting model for Portia. So in lending, there is a thing, lending out money is very easy, getting it back is really difficult, right? So that is why we are not really looking at early stage, seed stage companies. We are really looking at post Series A companies where basically they have achieved product market fit and they are just focused on scaling. And how we are different from other financing platforms is basically when you say you're using Record Club or any other platform to get avail financing for supply chain financing, you may say, so that you are getting you are getting capital for whatever amount that you are looking at. Say they might provide you a capital limit of $1 million, and basically you can get 500K, but right now you are using say 300K out of it. So with Portia, we have seen that a lot of founders, they have upfront costs for the SaaS tools that they are using and the cloud capacity that they are using. Most of their expenses goes towards these platforms that they are using. So we thought, okay, why not just, finance all these invoices that they have, so they can hold on to their cash reserves, whatever they might have or they might not have, so they can, use their cash reserves for other business operations, say, in sales or in marketing. And basically they don't have to, put upfront capital for all the tools that they are using. And when we look at, say, AWS or any cloud capacity service that you are using, there, if you are, creating a reserved instance and you're paying upfront for a year, you get 40% discount. Okay. But not a lot of companies do that. So let me give you an example of Let's Upgrade. So Let's Upgrade is an edtech company, and basically he has signed up for a beta list. So he is currently spending around 6 lakhs per month on AWS. Okay. And he has already raised 10 crores from the founder of ITM. So the problem he's facing is he wants to save a lot of capital, but he doesn't want it to affect his cash flow, because now he's just focused on scaling. He's doing a lot of partnerships. And if he, puts this capital towards AWS for a year, he might lose 40-50 lakhs in a go. Okay. And that is just for AWS that he is using. So there are other tools that he is using, say Slack for internal communication, and GitHub for maintaining the code, and say Zoom for conferencing. And there are a lot of, developers that he's paying right now, and other marketing and sales tools that he's using to, just build up the community. Right now he has 7 lakh users. So he said that is the real problem that he's facing. And that's where we, pitched our solution, and he was very happy to learn about it. And he has already signed up for it, and he has also signed up the ITM group, which is the whole institute. You might have heard about ITM Kharghar. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See, I have another suggestion to you. See, if you look at the in the finance sector, the microfinance is something which is very strong. You must have heard of microfinance, right?
Yes.
Now, you spoke about your platform for lending, etc., your IT platform. In the microfinance area, I don't think there is any app today which is really that developed. I don't know whether you can extend your platform to that sector, because there you have a huge market and also a very robust, thriving ecosystem in India.
Okay.
So maybe you should look at that, microfinance.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And now we go to the next startup pitch, which is by Dayalan. Please go on. And it is a different, what should I say, startup with more products coming up. Till now we had IT, and the earlier one was again in the same direction. Now it is Dayalan with products. Please go on, Dayalan.
Yeah. My team, Mr. Prashant, will present it. Yeah, Prashant.
Very good evening to all. Just to take it forward for the presentation. So I'm Prashant Jairam. I'm the co-founder of Tunes. Now, Tunes is a product or a brand which is meant for those who believe in creating euphoric moments in their day-to-day life. So the customers who truly believe every day is a new beginning, and music does have that kind of power. So whether it is an yogic vibes from a guru or a hip hop beat from a DJ. So the brand Tunes was created keeping a tune's distinctness in mind. Just like every tune is unique and creates an harmonious melody, we have tried to create every tune's product, keeping in mind which can impact on a person's entertainment world. So with this, I just want to take you all through our next slides of presentation. So Tunes is an initiative of Impetus Electronics Private Limited. We are a Bangalore-based startup brand. We are 2 years old in the industry. So 2021 was the year which we started. And till date, we have been serving the markets of southern part of India. And so we are an emerging brand which aims at catering to the needs of its consumer with a bouquet of audio accessories and smart gadgets compatible with most and all available modern mobile and other BT devices. So the current transcending of our brand via is we have managed to launch new models at every regular intervals with a timely manner. So currently we have a very strong distribution network with product reach in 1500 plus retail stores of South India. So we were also lucky and blessed to launch successfully our brand in Nepal. So we also have our brand availability across major e-commerce platforms, Amazon and Flipkart being the two major contributors for us. So, so the mission of our brand is to establish as a consumer electronics and a personalized lifestyle products brand, housing unparalleled and state-of-the-art affordable products via best of the cutting technologies available. So we have a very clear vision to be India's leading smart wearable and audio brand. We strive to tap every Indian household through our product range and flourish as country's favorite in-house brand. Now, what's a driving factor for us as we're already entering into the category where you can find big players who have made big noise. So rapid urbanization, decrease in prices of smartphones, network connectivity, irregular electricity and power distribution. Along with this, wireless accessories, social trends, technological advancements being the major reasons for us to drive for the driving growth of this industry. With all these factors driving growth, both businesses and consumers are in for some exciting times. Growth, as the popular belief goes, drives innovation. In India, vice versa too is equally true. So these are the existing product range. The true potential of any accessories or a device is unleashed only when it is truly optimized, making an ordinary gadget extraordinary. So the range of products which we have starts from the earphones, the true wireless stereo TWS earbuds, the headphones, mobile accessories, and smartwatches. So what we've incorporated from day one till today is we have brought in some unique looking designs. We have brought in some the very best features which is very much required for any end user, which is quick charging. We have designed and countered or assigned ourselves with best of the best factories available. And so we have a smart wearable devices which is active with multi-sports, push notification, captive touch experience. These are some of the unique major features which we are offering to the customers. Under the smart video audio division, we have products which can offer to customers with minimal distortion, low latency. We have used powerful drivers with deep bass technology. We also have products with noise cancellation, which is majorly with ENC and ENC both. So just a glimpse of how the current market of Indian mobile phone accessory market is estimated. So the CAGR predicts an annual growth of 11.2% over the forecast period of 21 to 28 financial years. So to add on to this, smart wearables is a market which has been in trending from last couple of years. So CAGR predicted for this is 23.91% over the forecast period from 22 to 27. So I've just tried to put in some slides or presentation or some figures, which is going to give you more brief of the industry. Now, this is a glimpse of the 4 regions of India, where region-wise, which region is contributing more. So North region being with more contribution is followed by South, then is West, and then is East. So how are the other different categories under our industries looking? So India wearables neckband shares of the market, so which is again a driving growth factor for us. So also I've tried to showcase India consumer category brand-wise in terms of smartwatches, neckbands, and TWS. So the major factor which we all have to note here is the Indian brands' contribution across all the sectors have been increased in past couple of years. So which is a very positive trend for us. So the different sales segment which we will be concentrating are like this: B2B, B2C, and D2C. We also are setting up a team which can exclusively work on corporate giftings. So we have two different sales channel: online vertical, which will be basically revenue contributing from website and e-commerce; offline vertical, where we will be into retail and distribution, both in large format retail stores as well as modern trade retail stores. So this is our forecast of operational efficiency and key financial metrics. So, so as on date today, this March being our second financial year, we have closed a total turnover of 3 CR for this financial year. Previous financial year, we have done a total sale of 80 lakhs, which we had only 3 months available in the last previous financial year. So 2 financials put together, we would be closing our book of accounts this year closely, approximately around 4.25 CR. So for the next coming 5 years, this is what we have projected. So this is the traction: total revenue, PAT, free cash flow, operating margin, and profit after tax. So these are some of the brands which we will be competing with, and what will be our unique products which we would be offering to the customers. So there are a couple of projects which we are already currently working, integrating our technology onto our app. So where we will be offering customers certified built-in Amazon, Google Alexa, as well as the Google Home services, both on all our smart audio devices. So the phase 1 of our operations post fundraise, we would be putting most of it into the website development, product R&D, compliances, and patent acquisition. So phase 2 would be brand awareness, geographical expansions. Majority of that geographical expansion to be concentrating more into tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 cities. So, sorry. So marketplace advertising campaigns, digital marketing, offline marketing, we have differentiated and bifurcated our responsibilities, which we will be going post fund. This will be the different windows we will be allocating for the funds. So the total ask which we are proposing is 5.9 CR, where 69% of the total raise would be going in towards the cost of production, which includes your app integration on products, setting up our own manufacturing facility to claim as well as to serve the consumers with Made in India brand. 19% of which will be towards our marketing and advertisement, followed by other heads. So this is our driving team. So so we have Karthik, Habib, and Jinu Nair. So Karthik is our financial advisor. Habib takes care of our complete offline sales all India. Jinu is our product sourcing person. So we are 4 founding team members of this brand. So myself, Prashant, Durga Prasad Reddy, Sheetal Prashant, and Maunika Reddy. So this is the Tunes overall as a brand was our idea, and we are the 4 people who have bought this up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Yes.
Thank you so much, Prashant. Prashant, one very quick question I have. Your product, whatever you presented, is something which is designed by you, is what I understand, right? You are basically the owner of the design.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
And where do you get it produced, in India or outside India?
So we have mix of product sourcing facilities, sir. Certain products where the infrastructure in India is still not robustly available, we go with China counterpart. Rest all products are made in India, sir, as of now.
Yeah,
So we
because
have-
there are quite a few EMS companies in Bangalore, in Pina, or in
Yes.
In and around Bangalore.
Yes.
I can connect you to some of them. Maybe they are also looking for some product that could
Sure, sir,
possibly
sure.
be a good match. You just text me or maybe post your number in the
Yes.
chat window. I'll get in
I'm
touch
doing
with
it right away, sir. Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. Anybody else have any comment or a question?
Yeah, this is Ramesh here. Prashant, one red flag for investors, 69% going for the production will be a red flag. In fact, investors wanted businesses to grow. If you spend money on sales marketing to grow, generate the revenue, will be a positive flag for investor. Right now, it appears a red flag. So probably you need to rethink, represent, saying money, I will use it for website development. Money, I will use it for manufacturing is kind of a concern. You will face the resistance. So get ready for that, Prashant.
Okay, sir. Well taken, sir. Sure, sir.
Dr. Alex, you had some question? Yeah, please go on.
Yes, I have a question. Regarding the watch, how much would one watch cost? Because I know there are a lot out there, so you have to tell people that it has value and that we should really buy the watch and it has everything that you say it has on it. So how much would one watch cost?
Okay.
In terms of production, how much are you gonna sell the watch?
So currently the production cost of our watch, the smartwatch model is somewhere between 1850 to 2100 for us, INR. Okay, so the difference between the other smartwatch and our smartwatch is we have our own smartwatch app, which is called as TunesFit. So we don't want to offer our product to customers on a third-party app. So by doing that, actually any brand can lose their customer base. That is one thing, and we will not be in a position to have more interaction with the customers. So that is one thing. And all our smartwatches run on our own app, which is TunesFit.
Yes, I did see that it was connected with Tunes. My other question is that, so you don't want it to run on a third-party app, but can we integrate it with, say, if I have an Android that is Samsung, or iOS, Apple, will it work as well or not really? I should really just use Tunes.
No, so our app is available both on iOS and Android. It works on all Android platforms, which is above 5 versions, and all iOS models versions.
That's good. Okay, so I guess Arun has a question. Over to you, Arun.
Yeah, Arun, please go on. Yeah.
Hi, Prashant. So basically the question was around, you said your products are enabled by Alexa and Google. And I have seen a few of, I love both and other, I have tried a lot of both products. So they have this feature in a few of their products. Okay. And they don't really do this, what we say, integrations in all of their product. And you are saying you are trying to, do the same for all your products that you have, right?
Yes, yes.
So
what
why sorry.
Please,
So
please.
what is why are they not doing it and why are you focusing on it? I would love to understand that, because boat is a market leader, so they are doing something right there, right? I hope.
Exactly.
Yeah, may I just Prashant and Arun, is it okay if I request you to take this offline only because of the time we have to close at 21:30?
Sure.
Arun, would it be okay for you?
Yes,
and
yes,
Prashant?
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Prashant, for a
I've
very...
just put my number on the chat
Sure,
meet. Anyone who wants to contact, please.
Sure, please do that. Thank you so much. And then let's go on to Purnima now. She has a different startup, which is more to do with social, what should I say, entrepreneurship. So Purnima, over to you. You need to share your screen and then start presenting.
Yeah, sure. I'll just share the screen. Okay, is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
visible.
go ahead.
Yes.
Visible, please go on.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, the name of my startup is TechoSpy, which is basically the fusion of technology and spirituality, meaning we are into edtech, so we want to focus on both the development of brain as well as the heart. So that's what it means, TechoSpy. So let me begin off by sharing a story. So it's like there was a girl who was very talented, who wanted to learn a lot, who was very dedicated, hardworking, and she was ready to put in all her efforts. But the problem was she didn't have proper guidance. She had big dreams, but no proper guidance, no proper exposure, to an extent where when she entered engineering, she had no idea how to use Gmail. She had no idea that, okay, if you can browse on Google, you'll get all the information that you want. Okay. So with such a background, she grew up, and then she saw the world and she realized that, yes, there are a lot of other people with that kind of, lifestyle, where they have talent, they have the potential, but just because they don't have that proper exposure, and just because they don't have somebody to guide them in the right direction, all their purpose, their energy, their motivation, their hard work, that can be utilized for something better, so that they turn out to be young entrepreneurs and impact the world in a positive way. So just because of lack of exposure and guidance, they are not able to achieve what they want and impact world in a positive way. So this led us to an initiative called as Story Quest. This is one of the cause, one of the reason behind the development of Story Quest. So Story Quest is a program that is curated for primary school students, basically from 1st grade to 7th grade. And then we further have the second level of program, which goes to the high school. But for now, let me just share with you about the first level of the program that we do in the Story Quest. But before that, I have mentioned you one of the reasons that led to the development of Story Quest. But the other reasons are, one, the rising crime rate. And worst thing is rising juvenile crime. And if we blame them that, okay, these kids these days, they're just out of control. In our days, it was not like this. That's not the solution, right? Because the technology is improving, the world is improving, obviously everything is improved. So everything is at the tip of their fingers. Only thing is they don't know what to use and what not to use. They have access to all the knowledge in the world, but they don't know why, they don't know where to use that knowledge. So the problem is that wisdom. Technically, we are teaching them all of it. The schools these days are giving a lot of importance to develop technical knowledge. But what about the emotional quotient? What about the positive intelligence? What about giving them that wisdom to understand the difference between good and bad? How to make that decision? These are the things that we kind of lack in our education system. So as Swami Vivekananda says, we need that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's feet. Definitely, whatever education that we are providing, definitely intellect is expanding drastically. But what about character formation? What about strength of mind? So definitely there is a lot of improvement that can be done in the education system. So that is one of the reasons that also led us to start Story Quest. And the third problem that we witnessed in a lot of schools that we went to give some personal development programs is that there are a lot of kids who have kind of emotional trauma. Either they have a lot of fear, which they put out in the form of anger, or they just go into a shell. And unfortunately, parents are busy building their future, and teachers are busy, giving them that intellectuals, all those knowledge, and somewhere there's nobody to address those issues. As in, like, why is this child, there is change in that behavior all of a sudden? How is that whatever is happening around is affecting that child? Now, if all these, troubled emotional blockages goes unanswered, then the child will have a lot of other problems. They lose their confidence. Though they have their potential, because of lack of confidence, they will not be able to impact the world in a better way. And though they are capable of doing a lot of things, they might, they might fall into that shell where they feel that they're not getting help. They are in trouble, but they don't know how to express it. And as they go on, that emotional baggage keeps on increasing, and it just gets developed in various different forms of fear. So to avoid that, also we started Story Quest. And the third problem that we felt is inequality in education. One is that, yes, we are giving education, but there is not, complete aspect. The overall development is not focused. And second thing is that inequality in education. The kind of, the exposure that is being provided to a certain set of, kids in the international schools and the kind of exposure that is provided to the kids in a small private schools is not same, right? So why is that there is this gap? Just because of the financial condition, how right is it to not provide that exposure to all the kids? So that is one of the things that we want to remove. Provide that equality in education for every kid irrespective of their economical background. So to solve all these, we came up with a solution, that is Story Quest. So our main aim is to, first thing is to make learning fun. Whenever the child thinks of going to school or learn something, the first thing that we want is the child should be very happy. And when we say holiday, the child should feel like, no, I don't want a holiday, I want to go to school. They should get excited for learning. So for that, we want to make learning fun. Now, how do we make learning fun? By teaching all of the things using stories and games. And second is overall development of the student. So as I mentioned, it's not just the technical aspect, not just teaching them science. It is also important that we teach them how to apply that intelligence. So we have to teach them, we have to improve their creativity. We have to foster that creativity in them. And third thing is teach them where to apply their knowledge and where not to apply their knowledge. Teach them that wisdom, develop that wisdom in them. And positive intelligence.
Can you please conclude in another 1 minute?
Yeah, sure. So positive intelligence and emotional intelligence, these are the things that we want to focus, like complete overall development. And as I mentioned, the quality education for all. So that is one more factor. So based on that, as the first phase, we want to start off, we have started off with the online and offline sessions. So which is basically around 10 days or 3 to 4 months course that goes on, where we focus on building their, science, building the critical thinking by using the science around us. And second thing is to foster the critical thinking and creative thinking. And third thing is to develop the social responsibility among kids. And fourth is to improve their emotional and positive intelligence. So that would be on the first phase of it, which is basically for first standard to 7th standard kids. So this is one of the feedback that we had got from our students and few of the sessions that we had conducted both online and offline. I've mentioned the target audience is nothing but it's from primary school students, that is 6 years to 12 years kids, and we are looking forward to tie up with schools to conduct this kind of programs. The main thing that we are seeking out here is not the funding, but we need mentoring help. We have an idea, we want to impact the lives of the kids, we want to help them, but how is that we can convert this into a business model? How is that how is that we can do business? How is that we can communicate this idea in a better way so that they understand it well and they'll be able to know the importance of it, and we can impact them in a better way. So they all understand the business jargons, and complete complete mentoring is what we require. So that is my ask here.
Thank you so much, Purnima. Thank you very much. And Alex, please go on. You have a question, possibly a suggestion
First,
also.
yes, congratulations. I think the initiative is really nice. I am in the EdTech space as well as Arun. We actually have an EdTech company. It's called Yes Tech. And we have been operating for 3 years already. My first comment is in your story quest where you posted the faces, the 4 faces. Since we're an EdTech company, make sure we do not have like wrong spelling. With the masses, you spelled it wrong. It was MASES. It should be MASSES. Okay, so just take note because we're an EdTech company. And number 2, I think the solution is really nice in terms of partnerships with UN, etc. Then you have to like really say that you are focusing on sustainable development goal number 4, which is quality education, to make an impact, but that's not enough for them, because I have joined the pitching competition with UNDP, and we have won with YesTech already, with as a startup, and they look for 3. So that's just a comment that I would say, that if you're like focusing on impact and quality education, it is interconnected. So you would have to look for 2 more, because that's not enough for them in terms of delivering it. So if you want to partner with, say, UNDP or Australian Aid or whatever it is, they look for 3. So I'm just sharing that. Anyway.
Thank you so much,
Sure,
Alex.
thank you
Thank you.
so much,
Thank
yeah.
you. Vivek, over to you. You had some.
I congratulate you, Purnima, for a fantastic idea and a proof of concept which is already approved. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
I heard 2 things from you. First is that you have an online and offline thing with AI-generated gamification.
Yeah, that is the second phase of it. But for now, I'm just conducting online and offline live classes.
Okay, great. And what you're looking forward is for more penetration into different schools or prospective clients.
Correct.
Okay, just connect with me offline. I'll put my thing. One of our friend is into this space. And possibly if you connect with him and both of you can connect, you can find out a better reach to many schools and many parents.
Okay. Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vivek. Thank you so much. Avinash, over to you.
Yeah, Purnima. So there is not a similar, I would say, one of the project called as Project DeFi, DEFI. They are also into similar space where they are trying to help students to be innovative, and they want to do a different type of learning, which is there. And they call them, they have their centers called as NOOCs. So they have 3 NOOCs in Bangalore and some 20 in Meghalaya, which they want to expand it to 80 now. So if you feel that is something which is collaborative for you, I can put you through the founder, who is a good friend of mine, and she'll be able to do it, because they're doing similar only for the kids only, because they're trying to make kids innovative. So you can look at it, and then maybe if you're interested, then you can ask Dinakar, and I can get my number from you.
Yes, sure. That would be very helpful.
Super. So thank you so much. Thank you very much. And then with that, I will skip the open discussion, which we would have otherwise had, for the paucity of time, and then hand over to Ramesh for the final concluding remarks. And before that, I would like to request, if any of you is interested in hosting next month's event in the Bangalore chapter of SIT. Any of you are interested, really please volunteer. And in the meantime, you can think over that as Ramesh gives his concluding remarks. Over to Ramesh.
Thank you, SIT. Thank you, Manoj. It's really beneficial. We are making impact. Thank you, Dinakar Krishna, coordinating, facilitating, lining up startups. It takes a lot of time and effort. You are patient enough in bringing fantastic 4 startups. Thank you, all those founders who made a pitch. You are trying to change the world. You are solving the right problem. For the paucity of time, we were not able to get into a detailed discussion. However, SIT vision, as Manoj presented, you have all the help and support available in SIT. So we request all the founders who made pitch, and also all the audience who we encourage to take the SIT membership, for at least following 2 reasons. You will definitely get a right mentor-mentee. See, already people like Vivek, they are saying that they will take you to the prospective customers. That is a CMO2 interest coming from Vivek. Like Vivek, there are so many others available within the SIT forum. The mentors are available. As a mentee, therefore, you can put the problem. Entrepreneurship is kind of a shameless journey. When I use the word shameless journey, it's all about asking for a help, and then you should be helped. Help can come from mentors, and then SIT members, and then other colleagues well within the SIT forum. So join SIT, take the mentor-mentee. SIT also is driving the other investor-investor relationship. There are few investors in the SIT forum. So yesterday only the SIT took a bold decision that for this entire year 2023, we will focus on these two important agenda: mentor, mentee, and then investor, investee. So SIT wanted entrepreneurs to succeed. SIT wanted to help startup companies to succeed. Therefore, by focusing on these two areas, mentor, mentee, and then investor, investee, it's an opportunity for SIT to contribute to the startup success, and also opportunity for startup to leverage the SIT ecosystem from guidance, wisdom, funding perspective. Therefore, feel free. Already Manoj had put the link in the chat window. Before we close the chat window, I request all the participants scroll up, take the form of joining the SIT, which was published by Manoj Kabre. Take the number. If you miss it, not to worry, reach out to Dinakar. He will help you out. So thank you very much, audience, for your patience hearing. We wanted to help you, all the pitchers. Thank you, Dinakar sir, once again. We know coordinating, facilitating is a tough job. You have done a good job, Dinakar sir. Really, really thanks for that. And we request other SIT members to plan, prepare, propose your name. If not in this meeting, reach out to Dinakar or Manoj or anybody in the SOI team that who can conduct the next Bangalore chapter meeting. If possible, we can meet physical. That may be much more beneficial to the members, because in virtual meeting, we are bound by the time, we are bound by certain regulations, which is needed. Otherwise, virtual meeting will go off track. However, if we conduct physical, we can come 15-20 minutes ahead of the time slot, pick up relationship, convert our acquaintance into friendship. Therefore, the next SIT host, please consider whether you can make it as an offline meeting. If not, it's okay. We will continue with the virtual. With that note, I pass the baton back to Dinakar. Thank you all of you, for all the audience. Thank you all of the entrepreneurs who made a pitch. Thank you, SIT. Let's see you all again. Shubhratri. Passing the back to Dinakar sir.
Thank you so much, Ramesh. Thank you, Manoj. And thank you all the presenters. And before we end, we have a quick national anthem. So any of you who want to stand, you can stand, or you could switch off the camera, whatever way you want to do. I just play the national anthem and then disconnect the Zoom call. Just hold on, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thanks a lot. Good night, and see you again soon.
Again, Bharat Mata ki jai. All the
Bharat Mata ki jai.
Congratulations, IPT Manoj, and of course to our Dinakar. Congrats, and to Rajit, I'll message you.
Dr. Alex, we must thank you. It's 12 o'clock for you in the night, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Alex.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, President-elect, and great job, Dinakar. I think you are a master in time management. Amazing job. Very, very highly productive meeting. Just amazing. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ramesh sir, Ajit sir, Vivek, Sachin, Purnima, everybody. Thank you so much.
We all follow Ajit. I will manage the time. I will manage the impact. I will deliver results. I will do it for you. We all follow Ajit.
Thank you.
And Purnima, I can help you. I can help you.
Yeah, that would be very helpful. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, nice to see you, Purnima, after a long time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great meeting everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.